So I'm going to go through the steps to place a post on Facebook that will feature an image to link directly to a record. So first, go to SouthShoreConnect Facebook page. I usually check to make sure that there's no scheduled posts or see what's scheduled. So there's nothing until next. Today is November 2nd. So there's nothing scheduled for several days, so I can decide that I might schedule the post tonight or tomorrow morning. There's nothing there in conflict for the next several days. So basically, have your post ready. Write something. So I'm just basically stealing from the Friends of Ellenwood is doing a ski waxing clinic on November 25th, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to edit it slightly because there are things that don't work out. And I can change around the wording later. But the main thing is that I need the link from the actual post. So I usually make sure I'm logged out of the database when I do this, just to make sure you're grabbing this URL rather than the one when you're logged in. It sometimes looks a bit different and it may result in an error. So I just copy, Control C, and so I just put it down there. So when this happens, you'll see it's fetching a preview. So it's grabbing a preview of that post. And then it's ready for me to add an image. Now, image sizes count on Facebook. So I'm going to take you through and just show you how to simply resize an image. So I have one ready. I'm using Photoshop Elements. You can use, there's some free editing software out there as well. I know a lot of you have Elements, however. So I'm using that, but if you need help with other software, just let me know. It's pretty much the same instructions, so you'll find the same tools in anything. So the image size for a Facebook post or ad is 1200 by 628 pixels. So this is obviously not fitting in that realm at all, and if I were just to resize this image, it would go really wonky because it's so tall compared to I want it wider. So usually what I do is just cut out a good chunk that's about approximately twice as wide as it is tall, and I cut that and then I copy it, so Control C, and then I want a new window, so I can either just go File, New, or I just Control N, and it'll magically make it the size of what I just cut out. I enter, and then I just paste it on there. So that looks pretty good. It's still not the right size, and this image actually isn't the best one. It's just what I could find. The higher number of pixels, and you can always check. So I want to go image and I want to resize it, and I go to image size and see it's pretty, like, it's not that great a quality photo, but I think it will work. Well, actually I know it will because I already tested it out. So I'm just going to resize it. So I want it 1200 wide. Make sure these are unchecked below, or else as soon as I start changing one, it'll change the other to match. And sometimes it doesn't work and you have to go back and redo it because if it might skew it, but usually if you're close enough, it turns out fine. And 628. And okay, and let's see how that works. It seems okay. I can always zoom out a little bit and make sure. That looks good. So then I want to save for web. And when I save them, I always name them something that I can find later. So this would be ski wax, and then specifically what it is, Facebook post. And that way I know what size it is just by looking at that file. So I save it. And I'm going to go back to my post, and now I have that image, and when I choose a file and go to my pictures and I put it in Facebook, and it's called Ski Wax, and look at all my, you can see how messy I am all the time, and you probably saw me scroll past it and not see it. There we go. Add it, and then you'll have it there. So if you're not ready to, because I think I want to go back and make some changes, edit the text. So to schedule, just click on the little arrow beside publish, schedule, and I'm going to do it, let's say 7:39 tonight. I don't spend a lot of time doing this. And then I schedule it, and now there are 4 scheduled posts. And I do want to test it to make sure that link does work and everything's going to work. So I can go in to the scheduled posts and save. This is the one we want. So I can see the preview, what it will look like. And then hopefully I can click through, and it's not letting. Oh, there we go. Yay. Click. So this is what it'll look like on Facebook. And this should be clickable now. So when I click on the link, that record magically opens up and everything works and all is happy in the world. So that is how to make a photo link clickable and lead directly to a record on SouthShore Connect.